Hey, what's going on, guys? We're going to do something quick tonight. Something real fast, nothing crazy tonight, but just want to keep in touch. It is the bye week, so I know not a lot's going on, but, with this channel, it never really ends. So we're going to just keep going with this bye week. Obviously, have the Giants after this week. And hopefully get some stuff going. Hopefully this team gets back to where it's supposed to be, and it's been kind of crazy because today I actually watched a lot of 2017 videos on YouTube today. I don't know. I was in that mood today. Kind of already wish like we were back to that, that team that we had. And, obviously, you always dwell on some things, but it is what it is. That's what happens. But all right. We're going to get to the chat right now. See what what's on everybody's mind today. We got Mini 21. Joey, I think we could go either 9-6-1 or 8-7-1, but we should sign Dan Quinn as an OC. Carson has to get it together. Doug needs to stop acting like a piece of shit and call better plays. Yeah, I don't think Dan Quinn's ever been an OC, bro. I think he's been a DC. I don't know if he's ever been an OC. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys know more than I do. BH4, not a game. What's up, man? Minnie says the bye will help us a lot. It definitely will get us a lot healthier. I mean, that's definite. Ty Armstrong, yo, what's going on, bro? Big boy Jose says just got the notification. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I really don't tell people to hit the notification bell, but if you guys end up doing that, then awesome. Matt, what's going on, dude? Uwensis Benedict says, yo, what's going on? Jonathan Hernandez, can you believe the Eagles re-signed Jason Kroom to the practice squad? Yeah, he had that one touchdown during the Ravens game, and I don't know. I mean, I guess they don't want him as tight end depth, I guess. I don't know. Does this mean Zach Ertz is coming back sooner or later? I have no idea at this point, but we'll see. Dream Chaser says, when is Quez Watkins playing? I don't know, man. It's going to be hard for him to play right now. I think with another year, get some guys in the building, especially get this offseason going on a normal schedule, having OTAs and training camp and having 4 preseason games next year. Hopefully, a lot of this off-season stuff is gone. So we'll get some stuff rolling here if it get back to normal. Minnie says, Joe, do you know the Packers and Lions passed up on TF1-3? Yes, 2 practice squads coming to the Eagles and finally getting his shot, and he's carrying it away. Jay Koch, what up, what up? How you doing, bro? Alex Roberts says, hey, Joe, do you think we'll get a new coaching staff by next year? I'm hoping that something does happen. If not a new coaching staff, then hopefully we can get Press Taylor out of the building at the quarterback room. Hopefully we can at least get Doug to stop calling the plays. It would be nice. Elena Felix says, should Hurts start as our first QB now? Wentz ain't getting better. No, we need to evaluate Carson Wentz this year. Carson Wentz is going to be our quarterback this year. Carson Wentz is going to be our quarterback next year. We're not benching him. It's not going to happen. I think the better thing is to let him play this year. You need a good evaluation for the whole entire year. I don't really think ahead too much, but going to think about a Super Bowl right now is far from my mind. I want to win the East at least, try to get into a playoff game this year, even if we get pretty much out of the first round of the playoffs. It's going to be tough. I think we have a good chance of winning the division, but at the same time, I think we have the hardest schedule in the NFC East right now. I think the Washington football team has the easiest schedule out of everybody. Dallas has to face Pittsburgh and Baltimore the next 2 weeks. Could be losses. They're going to be starting their practice squad quarterback. Andy Dalton has COVID right now, so he'll probably be out for a week with that, so we'll see what happens. Tyler says, get an OC faster, have Deuce call plays, just need some change on offense. We'll see down the line. It depends. I think these major games that we have with Arizona, the Saints, the Seahawks, the Packers, I think those games are really going to show what this play calling, what this team is all about. And if it gets really bad, a change could be made, guys. You never know at this point. So we will see. Minnie says, should we sign a linebacker? I mean, they've had time to do it. They must really like what this linebacker core brings to the Eagles. Obviously, it's young. Nathan Gary, obviously, we haven't really been a huge fan of, but T.J. Edwards had his best game against the Cats, his best game of the year. Finally coming back, and T.J. Edwards came in and he played. He run stuffed. He blitzed. He did a really good job. Really did. I hope that T.J. Edwards actually comes in and becomes that Camu Gruche Hill that we needed. Obviously, the Miami Dolphins signed Camu to like a $2 million deal for the year, which I don't know how the Eagles didn't retain him on that amount, but kind of crazy. Matt says, nah, Hurts won't be fixing nothing is how I see it. Jaden Mondragon, Tyler Head says, why nothing at deadline? They figured, you know what? It's the cap situation. It's just draft picks. There's a whole lot that goes into it, especially with the, a big part of it is the NFL lost a lot of money this past season. Obviously, this year they're losing a lot of money. So the cap situation for next year is not going to be as large. It's going to be a very tight cap window. They're not giving any teams extra money next year. So that's why, it has a lot to do with next year. So look out for that. Jock says, hey, Joey, how you doing, bro? How you doing, man? Philly Joel, what's going on, bro? Bacon Grizzler, what's going on, man? We chilling. Jason, I'd say if we don't win 8 games, Doug Howie and Schwartz should all get fired. I wouldn't say Schwartz to get fired. I think obviously there has been some issues. I think the wrong players have been on the field on defense. I think Will Parks, Will Parks was on the trade block as well, apparently, but I think Will Parks actually had a really good game against the Cowboys. I didn't really see him do much since he's been back. Hasn't been back that long, guys, and I was saying, whatever. If they want to trade him, just let them trade him. Whatever it is, it is. Will Parks is that moving piece on this defense and see what he could do. He's like that Malcolm Jenkins piece that we needed. Could play multiple positions depending on matchups. Tyler, so can Peterson look at please from 2017? Philly Joseph, what's going on, Joey? How you feeling? I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling very good. Very good. Big Boy Jose said, I watched the Broncos versus Eagles game at school today. Oh, really? From 17? Jock says, what will fix Eagles? Doug needs to change or get a new play caller. I think it honestly comes down to that. Hearing that radio show that he was on, hearing Doug that he honestly is not questioning his scheme. He's starting to question a little bit, but I don't think he believes that he's doing the wrong thing. He's like, is it the scheme? Is it what I'm doing? Is it do I have to look at myself as a coach and see what's going on? I mean, he really has no idea. And I think he thinks it's all on the players and it's more execution and more on these players. But what the coach does is going to affect these players. And at the end of the day, you're seeing the results on the field. So that's what's going on right now. Jaden Morgan says, why does Jalen Hurts not playing? Because Jalen Hurts isn't going to play, guys. Henry says, hey, Joe Shakes, Jason Peters needs to sit out. Our offensive was moving kind of smooth. No, I think they should have moved Jason Peters to right guard. You move Nate Herbig to left guard, and then you put Jordan Mailata at left tackle. I think that was a smart thing they should have done than just totally, put him. Look, like Jordan Mailata, he had a hard time at right tackle, but you know what? Progressively throughout the game, he actually played better. He was getting pushed around a little bit because, trust me, I've actually switched from left to right, right to left. I was a left tackle in high school, and I know what that's like. It's a big learning curve when you're used to one side. I know Jordan Mailata played some right guard last year. Matt Pryor, I'm fine with him being a backup. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind him getting reps, but they should have at least moved Jason Peters to right guard, Nate Herbig to left guard, and then putting Jordan Mailata at left tackle. Would have made things a lot more simpler to put Jordan Mailata back at left tackle and just – Jason Peters kind of just, snaps his fingers and says, hey, I want to do this. And the Eagles are like, okay, no problem. And that's pretty much how it's been going. Tyler says, Josh McCown just got signed to the Texans. I didn't even know that. I literally just got home, so I haven't really looked at any news throughout the afternoon, but that's crazy. So someone just got him off our practice squad now, so... Well, he's fair game. If he's on the practice squad and he's not protected each week, he's fair game. So, Sparks says, oh my God, I'm your biggest fan. Please notice me. Philly Joseph's about, yo, Grizz, you don't like Wentz right now. Jaden Mondrigan says, why does Jalen Hurts not play QB? Munderson says, slow night at work, so I get to catch part of the stream. Awesome, bro. I know it's like working late at night, trust me, or too late at night. Bacon says, Joel, what do you mean I love Wentz? We need to stop playing like a bum. Let's see. Matt says, apparently Texas signed Josh McCown for practice squad to their active roster. Cast the Filthy, what's going on, man? Joey, bro, if the team isn't 10 times better just because we're healthier, then this team is definitely worse off than we all thought. Yeah, no, if we're getting healthier and we still look horrible, obviously it's going to make us look bad, and the front office is going to look at this and say, why are we, it's only going to show, guys. Like, it's only going to show more and more and more. We can't have that excuse that we're hurt. We can't have that excuse that we have practice squad, barely any receivers that know what to do anything. I don't know at this point. Those receivers are pros. Travis Fulgham now, he's a pro now. Okay, he's not no practice squad guy anymore. This guy has been first in receiving yards since week 4 of the season, has been playing very well. So, 92107, why the hell did we not trade anything? It just didn't happen our way, guys. It just did not happen our way. Philly Joe says, I saw a comment by you saying I want Trevor. Greatness. Wentz has showed that is who he is. Greatness of Dallas game sold me on it. Bacon says Joel heat of the moment. Mutterstein said I think more up tempo would help Wentz seem to be best working, fast paced, adjusting to the fly. I think the fast paced offense actually, I guess because he makes more decisions on his own that way. I don't know what the case is. But it seems like when we do a 2-minute offense or a fast-paced offense, we actually play a lot better than we look, to be honest. Jock says, what about Texas sign QB Josh? I'm not even worried about that. I mean, he's free game, bro. He's on practice squad. Anybody could sign him. Philly Joseph Wentz needs to stop. Just stop pressing. Let's see here. Got Reaper Talon. What's going on, man? I don't want to lose my spot right now. We have a super chat from Kevin Bacon. It says Frank Reich hid Peterson's inabilities. Probably, most likely. Obviously, something's going on. So, if Mike Groh didn't look that bad last year, and now Doug is calling the plays, and it looks worse, then there's a huge problem. And I don't know if the front office is seeing that. The fans are definitely seeing that. And Doug is just fine with getting, kind of just going by with a win right now. Doug is just getting by with a win. You know what I mean? And it's really, I don't know. It's really crazy right now. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. But good question, though. Good question, though. I got to find my spot now. Hold on. We're good. We're good. Philly Joel, start doing dink and dunk like Tom does, and then he will get into a rhythm. Cowboys out there. Hey there, Joey Shake 72. Yup, Dak Prescott's out for the season. Andy Dalton's out this week, and Ben DiNucci is not starting, so it will be either Garrett Gilbert or Cooper Rush against 7-0 Steelers. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I wonder what's going to happen to the Cowboys after the season and what's going on. I don't know. I think you got Pittsburgh and Baltimore the next 2 weeks. It's going to be tough. We got a tough schedule, too, coming up, man. We still have, 4 pretty much ground-and-pound teams coming up between the Seahawks, the Saints, Green Bay, and Arizona. So we still got a lot of teams, a lot of hard teams to face. It's not going to be great. Lance says, should we trade Zach Ertz for draft picks? I would trade him. Oh, yeah, 100%. After this year, he's going to get traded. As much as people, don't want to trade him, I don't want to trade him either, but honestly, for the he's not going to get paid what he wants. It's not going. Not here. He's not. It's not going to happen. Alex, who should replace for Nate Gary? I think we're fine right now. I mean, look, we can always upgrade to, and it would be nice to get a savvy veteran on this linebacker core, but unfortunately, we're not doing that. And I think they should give Davion Taylor, our 3rd-round pick, a try. I think a few other guys should at least get some chances, like Sean Bradley. He's got a lot of leadership there. He's got good pass coverage as well. I don't know. They just don't throw these other guys in. Nate Gary has been having pass after pass after pass. It's been really annoying. Jonathan Nance, do you think Miles Sanders is going to be back after the bye week so he could help us when we face the Giants again? He should be back. I don't see why he shouldn't be, but he should be back. Big Play Slay, what's going on, bro? Matt says, from my point of view, Howie Rosemans of the world are evil. Reaper says, we need an OC. I know, bro. Jamal Marshall says, Joe Jakes, what's up? I hope this bye will clean up our act. I think Doug will get off hold of Carson, finally have that uncomfortable convo. Doug's stubborn, but I really don't think he's dumb either. I think he has a lot of common sense, but for some reason he just expects – he doesn't expect this offense to take off. He's like, oh, well, are we just supposed to get on the field with all these guys and start dominating? And I'm just like, why do you not think this offense could dominate? The offense can't dominate because of what plays you're giving these guys, the way we're throwing the football. You're not holding your quarterback accountable. All you're doing is like you're not holding him accountable every week. You're not holding yourself accountable every week. All you're doing is like pretty much saying, you're just giving him a pat on the back saying, oh, just good luck. Just do better next time. And that's it. I mean, that's all I see from it. Let's see. Bacon says, hire Jim Caldwell. So many people have been saying that. Tyler says, he's such a good coach, but not a good play caller. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the right way to say it. Mr. Cunningham, do we have a future dynamic duo, TF13 and Rager? Oh, I think it's fantastic. If you got the right play caller in here that could use them to their advantage, it'd be perfect. But the issue is right now is that how does Jalen Rager only have 16 yards? You know why? Because all these guys are running the same route every single play. I swear to God, I see them running all the way upfield. I see them running all the way upfield all the time. I don't know what that is. I don't know why they're doing that. I see them run upfield like 15, 20 yards before they break their route, and it's just kind of getting annoying now to the point where I just see other teams do so many different things. There's one guy's doing a slant, there's the only passes that we have over 20 yards are those 70, 80-yard bombs to John Hightower, and those two did not work. Oh, the one to Jalen Rager in the end zone did not work in double coverage. That the ball wasn't even near him, honestly, but then the one to Hightower and then people are going to blame Hightower for that, but sorry, but it didn't work. But you'll throw a perfect one to Travis Fulgham in the end zone, red zone. I don't get it. You'll throw it over somebody's head like it's nothing. Big Cunningham, definitely. Henry says, I agree. I like Mulata. Love Mulata. Bacon says, actually, Cunningham, add Ward that and make it a trio. Philly Joe says, bro, it's so crazy that every week Carson Wentz is being talked about in the media and ESMP every day. Wentz lives rent-free in these people's heads. Yeah, no one's taking accountability. He's not taking accountability because these guys need to start with their actions because their words don't mean shit every single week. They're saying the same thing every week. It's just not up to standard. If you can't play for this team, you can't play for this team, and you should be packing your shit and getting the fuck out of here. In other words, JoJo MC, Doug doesn't tell the media that what's really going on. They handle the press the same way the OKC Thunder coaches organization does. So annoying. I agree with that. Mini 21 Joey, I have the Steelers in fantasy, but who has to play better, Carson or Doug, with his play calling, but how he doesn't. Joseph says the Eagles better keep Will Parks. He will be really good. He was hurt. Eagles next game. Let's tell us the rest of these 8 games will be. Did you see Doug had an extra practice? Yeah, I saw that extra practice in the bye week, which I was kind of really surprised. Minnie says, but Howie doesn't try anymore. He don't try to get anyone. I don't see that. I don't see that fire anymore in Howie. Like after 17, that was pretty much it. Like I never really saw a fire other than that trade for but. For Golden Tate, that was pretty much it. I mean, and that was for a 3rd-round pick. We traded for Golden Tate, gave away a 3rd-round pick, and used him as a 3rd down wide receiver. Just made no sense to me at all. Bob Billich, the Fulgham Rager going to be great duo. I think I agree, man. If they're the issue is they have to use these guys the right way. I mean, look at the Cowboys. I mean, DiNucci couldn't do a damn thing. He had a few passes he got off, but you could have the best receiver core. And look, they have a good receiver core, and look what. Their quarterback couldn't do a damn thing. They couldn't make them look good. They couldn't get the ball to them. This is the big difference that sometimes having different personnel makes a huge difference. But with us, we have the personnel in the field. But the play calling, getting ready for teams every week, their game plan is horrible. Their playbook is not even a page long. I mean, I feel like I'm seeing the same thing all the time. So I'm hoping that maybe it turns around, but I really don't have faith that it's going to turn around. I think Doug is going to still be bonehead with these plays. That's just me, and every game is going to be a heart attack. And you know what? You shouldn't look like this. The more healthy you get, you shouldn't look worse the more healthy you get. And that's what it seems like. JoJo MC says Eagles will win the East 7 wins. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Sparks says Carson Wentz needs to lose some damn weight. He looks sluggish. Yeah, you look at 17, man. I watched him move around, and I'm like, he does not move around like that anymore. So I don't know what the case is, but he looks slow. He looks like his weight is behind him every time he runs. I don't know what the case is with him. Tyler says Jeffrey Lurie take over your team. Yeah, before your team gets screwed up again, because it's already been screwed up once. Trust me. At least Brandon Graham has been playing lights out. Brandon Graham is going to have double-digit sacks this year. I'm proud. I'm proud to say that he has played fantastic, really good. I really like Brandon Graham and his pressure. I think he's got, 7, 8? He got 8 sacks already? I think he's got 8 sacks now. He's going to be going into double digits. Absolutely fantastic. I thought Fletcher Cox played a really good game too. But the other thing I look at is that Cowboys offensive line wasn't that great. But I know at the same time, you can't even say that because these guys are getting paid a lot of money, especially Fletcher Cox. You know what I mean? I think he had his 51st sack or something like that for that Cowboys game in his career. So that was cool to see. Banger says Reaper Danny Woodson was dropped on his head as a baby. Ignore him. RW says do a call-in show. I also want a wrench, please. I am the great caller on Philly Mike and RB call-in show. Also, do you like Jalen Hurts? I really don't give out wrenches too much to a lot of people. I used to, and then people started blocking people, and then people were messaging me that they're being blocked for opinions on the team, and that's not right at all. I don't really like that. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a call-in show soon. I don't know when, but I need to figure that out, and we'll probably get it done. So, Ron Santa who says, "Do you think Wentz' confidence is shot down?" I don't know. I don't think it's shot. I don't think it's shot down. I just think he's doing things that he normally shouldn't do. Like, he knows he shouldn't hold on to the ball for that long. He knows he shouldn't stand there and wait to get hit and lose the football. He keeps losing the football. He's dead last to statistically in everything, passing percentage, completion percentage, you name it. It's bad. It's as bad as it could honestly get, okay? And I can't believe he's still standing upright as of right now. So the simple things, he's just making it too much. Let the offense work for you. But look, it's very confusing because this offense it won't get better if Doug gets better. Period. If Doug doesn't put these players in the right position to win, it's on Doug. If Carson screws up, it's on Doug at the end of the day. You think it's on Carson, and it is. Trust me, it is. But at the end of the day, it's on Doug getting these guys prepared. Why does Carson look like this? What are you guys coaching? Why does he look this bad? So, a lot going on here. Stephen Joyce, what's going on, bro? Reaper Town Grids, I know it's just whatever he drops the video, I troll him with facts. Jay Cassius Lurie better grow some balls at the end. Circus this offseason. Obey Crazy says, what do you want from the Eagles after the bye to surprise you? What do you want from the Eagles after the bye? I just want this offense to look like a normal football team on offense. I just want some a diverse amount of plays, stuff that I'm not going to really be like, oh my God, I didn't expect them to do that. I mean, I would like something like that. I would like them to look like a normal football team that knows what they're doing. And, I'm not saying you can't make mistakes. Every series is usually mistakes. No teams can be perfect sometimes, but at least look like a normal football team, especially if you're getting healthier, especially when you're facing certain teams that are decimated in a roster like the Cowboys were. Cowboys had nobody on defense, and you made them look like all-stars. You made Trevon Diggs look like an all-star out there. And, it was just embarrassing just to watch that. Just embarrassing. Carlton says it's going to be a lot of changes next season. I can feel it. I feel the same way. I feel like they have to change a lot next year. They can't look like this. I mean, not even just the offense looking bad, but you go internally in this front office, we're $60 million over the cap. I mean, some of these contracts look horrible right now. Javon Hargrave is the 6th highest paid defensive tackle in the league. Look what he's doing. He has a half a sack right now, a half a sack, and he's the 6th highest paid defensive tackle in the league. And I know that Javon Hargrave can play, but why is he playing so bad right now? Because you find out after the season that some guys have injuries that they were hiding all year, or they Vinny Curry had a down year a couple of years ago, and he was like, oh, well, I had an MCL, sprain, and, I played with it. And that's why I didn't play well all year. You know what I mean? So that's where you start to, realize what's going on with this roster. Kevin says Peterson wrote a book. I remember. Alex Robinson, do you think we will have a healthy team by next year? Oh, dude, that's nobody can answer that question. Nobody can answer that question. Period. Nobody. SHAKESQUAD says Doug is a great head coach, not a great play caller. And that is true. Darian Brown says, why didn't we do anything at the trade deadline? We can't. We can't with the cap space we have. We literally can't. We're $60 million over the cap right now. I know we restructured Fletcher Cox for $5.7 million, but I mean, we can't do anything right now, unfortunately. But he says, so Joey, here's a great question. Does the emergence of guys like Ward and Fulgham prove the practice squad receivers are better than first-round wide receivers? And, dude, it's not a bad question. It's not a stupid question because you know what? It seems like this team plays better with guys that, I don't know, are the guys that we get, are they more hungry I think these guys are more hungry than Alshon Jeffrey. I think these guys are more hungry than Zach Ertz, honestly. I think there's a lot of guys on this team, and when they get their shot and they run with it, I think that's perfect. Travis Fulgham, apparently he's on a 2-year deal. That's what I heard yesterday. So if he's on the roster next year, very happy with it. Alshon Jeffrey's got to go. Deshaun Jackson came to stay. I saw a little bit of difference when Deshaun Jackson was here this year. I mean, before he got hurt, obviously, they were doing some reverses with him. They were doing some different things with him, which I really did like. They were getting easy first downs. It opened a lot more up. I would love to see Deshaun and Rager out on the field at the same time. We never even got to see that either. So there's a lot more going on with this team than we realize. But you're probably right, man, because it just seems like when we get these more hungry receivers off this squad, or just these guys that just come on this team for, just a walk on or whatever, off waivers or whatnot, you see, what you get. And Travis Fulgham has been that guy. I think Travis Fulgham is not a number 1 or number 2 receiver. I think he's right in between from a number 1 and a number 2. I think he's that highly productive. You get Rager, pretty much Rager's first game back. He almost caught that touchdown in the end zone and it was batted down. He had it right in his hands. He had that quick touchdown in the red zone like it was nothing. I mean, you can't catch him if he's running across the field, across the goal line on you. You can't catch up to him catching that ball. Caught a 2-point conversion. So there's a lot of good things to take from the game, but the offense looks like it could do so much more, and they just can't. And that's what bothers me the most. And I know what the problem is. It's Doug. It's Doug Peterson. And what happens with Doug is going to happen with Carson. It's just 2 peas in a pod. Man, it just affects either or, like either one of them. It affects. Darren Brown, how do you think Michael Jacquet played in Sunday night? I don't know. I mean, I saw some good coverage from him, a couple plays. I mean, he didn't play a whole entire game, but Jacquet, I don't know. They protected him last week just to be that backup guy. I don't know. We might see something from him. I don't know. I want to see more games. I think Darius Slay will be back, obviously, but Jacquet is another player that the Eagles think very highly of. So we'll see what happens. Kobe Bryant says, I need Hurts to come in quite a few plays, at least make defense confused and their heels. At least Carson feels more confident after that since he gets more time in the pocket. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Jeremy Ham says, hopefully we just see how he get fired. Kevin says, piss everybody. Drugs got to get involved. Aaron Sanders says, in our offense pulled together, do you think we are contenders? How do you feel about the defense? I don't think we're contenders, honestly. We're far from it right now unless they get their act together, their play calling, their game planning effectively fixed. I think we have the roster to do it. Defensively, I think we've gotten better. I think Nathan Gary not being in the game really did help. TJ Edwards is coming into his own player. I don't know at this point what's going to happen, but I think Avonte Maggs has been playing pretty well. Darius Slay hasn't given up over 55 yards to a receiver yet this year. I think the most he gave up was Hollywood Brown. was like 51, 52 yards, something like that. But he's done a very good job this year. And it's funny because last year we're like, oh, we need to upgrade at corner, blah, blah, blah. We get a new cornerback, and our whole entire defense was screwing up a lot of games. And, half of it was because of personnel being on the field. Nathan Gary, Davion Taylor not getting a chance. Sean Bradley barely getting chances unless it's on goal line or special teams or whatnot. So there's a lot going on with that as well. Begin says, speaking of Graham, do you know what's shocking? He's never been a Pro Bowler. That is crazy. And hopefully it happens this year. This year is going to be the year, and he deserves it. Toxley Carson could be a top 10 NFL QB if he fixed his decision-making, if he has the ball out every opportunity he gets. I believe it. I think he can. I've been hopeful, but I'm gonna critique Carson Wentz every game like I have been. Jersey Kush says, just think that when we fix our secondary this year, our offense is shit. I know. We didn't really expect that. We thought it was going to be a top 5 offense in the league. We were going to be unstoppable. Wentz was in the top 100 list. We were like, are you serious? Blah, blah, blah. And that's what happens, bruh. Jeremy says, defense solid, top 5. I'd say they're going to get better as we go on. I think when we get more healthy and Will Parks is finally back into the mix, I think we'll look pretty good. Kobe says the thing that hurts is the play calling is so bad, and teams already know when he comes in he's going to RPO. Let him pass the ball. He still can pass it. No, I would love him to get more into the passing game. That's what they have to do at this point because they put him in. Those defensive ends are going to sit there. They're going to read. They're just going to sit there and just go after it with him. So Sparks says, can't wait to see the updates to the channel. Appreciate it, man. Some big things are coming soon. WY2 Fly says, big facts, Jersey Kush. Darren Brown says, TJ Edwards the leader of our linebacker core? I mean, as of right now, he's making all the calls, and he played his best game. I think he had 12 tackles. In this game. I think he had a strip sack as well in this game. So he had his best game of his career. Very proud of him. Aaron Sandu says the Eagles' best chance of winning is with Wentz, and that's just facts. For this year, yeah, they got to stick with Wentz the whole year. Alex Robbins, what all people do you want the team next year? I don't know what you mean by that. But it says Alex to not get hurt getting off the damn toilet. Eddie Sanchez, I still want to believe that Carson still has. I won't give up on him. But yet this offense, coaching staff, mostly Doug, needs to change. We all that it was grow, but we were wrong. Yeah, we thought it was less. We didn't think it was really that much going on, but there was a lot going on with this offense. And we thought, oh, it's all on Doug. It's all on Carson. It's on both of these guys, regardless. I mean, Carson's making stupid mistakes. Carson can't even throw a 10-yard pass. I mean, this was a while ago. He couldn't even throw passes accurately at the beginning of the season. I mean, it looked that bad. So I don't know what was going on. I know we had all this crap going on since March with this offseason, everything going on in this world. But, I mean, you can't play like that as a guy that's getting paid that much money. Because guarantee you, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, all these guys are not playing like that, getting paid money. Okay? Not happening. Angels Amora says, would you rather get a safety or a linebacker, and what specific player do you want? I'd rather get a linebacker. Levante David would be a linebacker I'd love to trade for, but it probably wouldn't happen, obviously. It just wouldn't happen. Matt said, Doug, don't get an OC by next offseason. Bye-bye, Doug. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Jamal Marsh says, Eagles, whether they make good or bad plays, they still look like they got each other's back. Nobody pointing fingers. That alone means there's upside to this team. No, You're completely right on that. You're completely right on that. Like, Doug is lucky that this team isn't pointing fingers in the locker room. They're so lucky that they're not doing all that because you know what? Once that happens, man, does your team fall apart easily. This team, I definitely believe that there's no fingers being pointed at all. Like, they're in it to win it, and they're trying their hardest. Like, look, if the Eagles give their all, if these players give their all, I have no complaints. But if it's the coaching that's screwing everything up, then that's what I'm going to put the blame on. Because I know for a fact this team is a resilient team. Whether they look bad, they look good on paper, they look bad on the field. And that's just how it is. And it just makes it look like Doug is just is not taking any accountability in himself. He thinks skating by the Cowboys that had a decimated roster, oh, we won. It's a great day in Philadelphia. We won. It's like, no, it's not, Doug, because we still have 8 games to play, bro. We still got 8 games to play. It's not a joke. Like, we're going to get steamrolled. Like, if we don't get this together, we're going to get steamrolled by these other 4 teams that we have to face. You know? We come back from our bye. We have to face the Giants. The Giants barely, they almost won against the Buccaneers. They almost won. Like, the Giants are fighting, too. They're not pointing fingers in the locker room, but they look better than we do. The Giants actually look better than us. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? And it's bad. The Giants could beat us. You know, if they didn't drop that pass in that game, you know, it would have been over. It would have been over. It would have been bad. It would have not been good at all, period. Hitman Stick says, salute and blessings, Joey fam. Flagos 5. Can I get a wrench? You said I can get. Thanks, fam. Yeah, let me go to it. Let me do it now so it's done. Why can't I do it? How do you give wrenches now? I thought you could do it on. I don't know why it's not doing it. Let me try it this way. I'm going to try it this way and see if I can do it. Yeah, you can't do it on your phone anymore, which is really retarded, but I don't know why. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Sorry about that. I promised to give a wrench, and I promise. Hold on. 47 people in the chat, guys. You guys haven't subscribed to the channel. If you guys are new, hey, hit the subscribe button. We do Eagles vids every day. It never stops. It never ends. Even if it's a bye week, it doesn't matter. Guys haven't supported this channel. Guys haven't hit the like button. Please hit that like button right now if you guys haven't. It really does help push content out a lot more. Really does. I really do appreciate that. Check the links, obviously, to fully support me. Obviously, yes. And appreciate all the support you guys have been giving, man. It's been a rough year, but we're sticking together. We're doing it, and we're sticking, and none's going to stop us. All right, you're good, Hitman. Jerry says, who's your favorite player from the past 2 draft classes? My favorite player for the past 2 draft classes? Oh, man, there's a ton of people, man, from the past 2. Oh, boy. Look, like, there are so many guys. DK Metcalf, honestly. That name will never leave my head. DK Metcalf will never. I've liked Hollywood Brown. I like DK Metcalf. I'd liked, oh, man. I think because we were in need so much. Those 2 guys I really liked a lot. Hollywood Brown I was really aiming towards a couple years ago, but Kavai Jones says Slays has kind of scared me with some injuries this year. He's a monster though. Yeah, he's tough, man. He's tough, dude. He's such a good person too. You know what I mean? He's just got a great charisma to him, with his play as well. Master Piat, hey, Master Piat, what's going on, bro? Bacon says Jersey got to be either Goddard or Sanders. Oh boy, that's up to you, man. I can't really pick that for you. I'd get a Sanders jersey just because, but Alex, that's sorry. I meant who all do you want off this team by next year? Oh boy. Well, Derek Barnett, I don't want here next year. Zach Ertz, I don't want here next year. Javon Hargrave and Malik Jackson are 2 guys I don't know what they're going to do with. Malik Jackson's making a lot of money. Malik Jackson has played better than Javon Hargrave. I don't know what they're doing. One of those guys is probably going to be gone. Could be Malik Jackson because he's less money. I don't know at this point. Not really sure at this point. Bing says, Alex got a few hours. There's a long list. Kenza Rome, yo, what's going on, bro? Joey Carson needs to start letting it rip on time like the end of the last year when he had nobody. Yeah, I don't know where that Carson Wentz has been, but he's got to show up. Hitman 6, I appreciate it. No problem, bro. No problem, man. Bada Bing said we should have gotten Foles back. No. No. Edwin Solana, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Mahomes are with receivers that he has chemistry rapport with. Okay. We're blessed to have, and we get chemistry with Rager. I'll be over for defense. Tone the Shields, what's going on, bro? What's good, Joey? How you feeling tonight? I feel good, man. I'm tired. I'm tired tonight. Not gonna lie. I get tired by 8 o'clock. I'm like done. My night's done. It's sad. I was up. I used to be up late, but Darrell Brown says, "Are you live on PS4?" Not now, obviously, but I don't know. Maybe tonight, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. I was live. I was actually live last night. Ron Sanders says we played Giants, Browns, Seahawks, Packers, Saints, Cardinals, Cowboys, and Washington. Which teams are remaining can we beat? Dude, Seahawks, Packers, Saints, and Cardinals is going to be so damn tough. I think we have a better chance against the Cardinals out of all those teams. The Browns, I think, I know the Giants and the Browns, we have a huge chance. The Browns don't have Odell Beckham. I think we'll do good on defense that game, but Myles Garrett, I don't know what's going on. I heard he got hurt. I'm not sure with the Browns. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but I think we have a really good chance against the Giants and Browns. But those other games, I'm telling you, I don't know, because those could be 4 losses right there. You could have 6 losses right there. You could lose. They could lose against the Giants and the Browns. The Giants are fighting for their season. They're not giving up. The Cowboys definitely gave up, but the Giants and Browns, those are 2 games that you could win those 2 games. It'd be nice to win those next 2 weeks. Get ready for Seahawks, Packers, Saints, and Cardinals. And then you got the Cowboys and Washington left. I don't know. Washington, we need some payback, and the Cowboys, we should play better against them the second time around. Tony Shields to hit the damn like button, you animals. Thanks, bro. BB Stuff says we need Micah Parsons. A lot of people would say that. Hit the like and subscribe button. All these gems and facts. Appreciate it, man. Maniac Man says anybody besides who we picked. Pretty much. Anybody would probably be better besides who we picked. Matt says get this man to 10K. Well, hey, I really don't even check it, bro. You know what? When the time comes, it comes, man. And I appreciate everybody that checks out the channel. Tony Stills, DK will forever have real estate in my dreams. Nah, dude, you laugh, but it's true. Because the more I see him, he has a breakout game every single game. Every game. How would DK Metcalf actually look in Doug's offense? Probably nothing. He probably would not be good in Doug's offense, to be honest with you. Just saying. Probably wouldn't even look good. And that's sad, but who knows at this time. I used to think that, maybe Russell Wilson just makes him look good because he extends plays. And then finally I was like, nah, this guy is just a monster. It's just ridiculous. 6'2", 230 pounds. I mean, with running a 4.3, it's just ridiculous. Crazy. Jersey, because I meant for Howie Rose's draft classes. Bacon says DK Metcalf will haunt us forever. Rishi Lear says we should get rid of old wide receivers and train a new group. Obviously, Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey are going to be gone as well. So, goodbye. See you later. D Biggie says, Joey Shakes, what's going on, Chief? This is actually my first time in your live. Keep up the good work, my friend. Hey, D Biggie, thank you for coming in, man. Much appreciated, bro. Be a lot more coming to you. Don't worry. A lot more coming. Rishi Lear, TJ Edwards actually stepped up. He stepped up. He had his best game. That was a great game. He had 12 tackles and a strip sack as well. Vegas says, I love Foles, but why do people keep saying that? It's not like Foles has been the great since leaving Philly. I think he's got like 4 or 5 picks now at a couple games. Kids are wrong. The Saints are beatable. The Saints are beatable? I was really surprised that when I forgot who faced them. I watched the team face them, a bad team faced them. They actually made them look kind of silly. Was it the Dolphins? I forgot who played them, but I was like, wow, the Saints actually don't look that great. But hey, it is what it is. Philly girl, what's going on? How you doing? Michael Davis says, quick question. People are so hard on Wentz. Do people realize he's throwing a second-year place in rookies with no offseason? That's a load of bullshit. Sorry, but I'm not taking that bullshit. But what about Wentz fumbling the ball like every fucking game? What about Wentz turning the ball over? You're gonna blame all those turnovers on the receivers? Nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. Don't lie to yourself, man. Rishi Lair says, do you think we can get a W on the bye week? Hopefully no turnovers. I'm hoping to God we do. Fligger. Hey there, Bacon. Matt P, I really want to be either Seahawks or the Saints. More of those are games we have to beat one of them. I'm hoping we could beat both, but it's probably not going to happen. Wisconsin Eagles fan. Maybe J. Jaw is good, but Doug making him look like trash. I think he's trash. I think he's trash. Don't think too hard on J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Please don't think too hard. BB Stuff says trade first, fourth, Zach Ertz for New York Giants first round pick, then Micah Parsons if I was a GM. They're not giving up that first round pick. You know that for a fact. Bacon Grizzle says Dorothy kid talking all the attention. Kevin Bacon says Foles only plays good in Philly. I think that's true, bro. I think that's true. Maniac Matt, people are sleeping on how much talent we have at the receiver position. I don't know why. The problem is how Doug uses them in the scheme, really, when I've seen us run slants on third and short. Yeah, no, you're 100% right, bro. You're 100% right. Doug doesn't know how to use these receivers. The route combinations are bad. Whatever routes they have running on plays are bad. I saw friggin' Greg Ward and Jalen Reagor running almost the same route, and they were like a foot or 2 feet away from each other. Like, what are they doing? I don't know what they're doing. It makes no sense to me. Matt says, I was shocked when the purple people eaters upset the Packers. Dalvin Cook, bro. 4 touchdowns, bro. Dalvin Cook is a beast. Matt I really don't deserve DK Metcalf. No, we don't deserve DK Metcalf. Hell no. Hell no. Philly girl, I bet. Biggest says, J Jaw is trash with horse teeth. Now he's got horse teeth. Toxic says, Jalen could be better than DK Metcalf or even J Jaw, but Doug does not know how to use them. Kevin said, I really want the beat Seattle this year. Pete owns us. That's definite. Joe Bunn, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Yeah, it's going to be tough. The schedule is not easy. It's not. Like, 7 wins? I don't even know if we could even get that. 6, maybe. 7, probably not. If we could beat the Giants, beat the Cowboys, beat the Washington football team, I'm hoping to God if we can at least beat the Browns, it maybe would be 7 with the Browns. But other than that, I don't know if it's even possible. I don't even know if it's even possible to do that right now. Research said if we ever drafted Hurts, people would not be calling for Wentz to be benched. I know Wentz is playing like complete garbage, but his job would not be a state. Great job, Howie. Yeah. Wisconsin Eagles fan. Packers run D is trash. Look at what San Francisco did to them last year in the playoffs. Pretty much the same as what Cook just did. Bacon says, yeah, we could we please knock the damn gum out of Pete Carroll's mouth for once. Match PS, I want to see more TJ Edwards and Alex Singleton to see how they play on the field together and see Sean Bradley more instead of Duke Riley. Yeah, not a big Duke Riley fan at all. Not a big Duke Riley. They actually had Duke Riley picking up Ezekiel Elliott on some plays, and he actually covered him pretty well. But obviously, the quarterback just couldn't get the ball to anybody at this point. BB Stuff TF13 leads wide receivers in receiving yards since week 4, ahead of people like D-Hop, Robbie Anderson, Julio, Kittle, and Kelsey. Yeah. Unbelievable, man, what this guy has done. Miniac says Carson has to hold the ball with 2 hands in the pocket, and he drops back because he would fix a lot of his fumbling problems. It should be a top priority. I agree. Duke Riley even useful? To me, he's not. I think he's a fantastic special teamer, but as of being in the linebacker core, probably not. Joe Bunn says, are we going to lose by the Saints? Look, we're going to see what this team's all about coming out off the bye. And look, I'm going to make a huge video. If I feel like we didn't even get better by this much, at least let me watch this Giants and the Browns game and see what we look like. But it ain't looking too good right now. I don't know what's going to look good right now, to be honest with you. Just how this whole thing looks. But I've been kind of just going back and forth with this team all season, man. It's been a roller coaster. I saw that first game by the Washington football team, and I was like, dude, like, this is what we're going to have to go through all season? Like, this was bad. Like, I thought maybe, hey, first game, they just had a bad game. I figured, maybe they just, the offseason was messed up. I was trying to just think of everything. Why they're just so bad? Just Doug, and, maybe they're not used to everybody yet. I don't know. Maybe there's no chemistry right now. Seems like we're the worst team that didn't, And you can't be like, oh, well, you can't blame the offseason. You can't blame any of that because every team has gone through the same thing we did. But look, half of these teams don't look like how we look right now. We look worse than the Jets right now, and they haven't won a game yet. I mean, that's bad. That's not good. Oh, the Giants. The Giants. Oh, all right. All right. May advance the Carson holds the ball 2 hands pocket. Oh, I already read that. Already read that. Bigot says Duke Riley is useful as an expired coupon. That is true. That is true. Rishi Lear says we need Giants to beat Washington next week. Oh, I forgot they're playing each other next week. Yeah, the Giants need to get it. Yeah, the Giants. The Giants have to beat Washington next week. Definitely. Definitely. Joe Biden, I don't think we're going to the playoffs. I think we have a good chance of going, but I think we have a big chance of going, actually, because really, we're the best team out of the NFC East right now. And it's not saying much, trust me, but from what, I think we have the harder schedule, but it is what it is. Kevin, what's up with Lurie sitting back watching this nonsense? I don't know what he's thinking right now. I really hope he's not putting too much power into everyone's hands. Like, I really hope he's not putting too much power into Howie and Doug. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good right now. Not going to be happy. Matt said the only reason we even won against Cowboys was defense. Bada Bing said, what's wrong with Wentz? Mechanics. It's mechanics. It's looking at his progressions. It's hold on to the football for too long. It's him trying to make a big play every single time. And Doug incorporates in how bad Wentz is too, because Doug is calling these plays where our whole receiver core is going all the way downfield. Like there's some plays where they're going so deep to a point where there's nothing that's 25, 30 yards. Everything's got to be either a deep pass or we're running the ball nonstop and getting nowhere. And we're doing the same thing every series. Every series, it's looked pretty much the same thing. And that's what's happened. Richard Lear said, I like the headphones. They're actually broken. They're Turtle Beaches, but I actually bought a new pair. And the mic actually doesn't work. The volume works, and that's about it. But, yeah. Philly Girl says, if Elliott would nail some field goals, we would have 2 or more W's if we weren't with. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know what's going on with Jake. I don't know. This slump that he's in, they got to bring in some competition because 2017 was 2017. It's 2020 now, and we need to get this shit going with the new kicker. They brought in 2 kickers already. They brought in that guy from the CFL or whatever, and nothing happened. So I don't know what's going on. Bacon says, bada bing, he lost his virginity and he's been cursed. Yourself, watch the Eagles go 11-4-1 because everyone is saying we will win with 5 wins. Yeah, well, that's a long shot, but we'll see. Match PS says, God forbid if Slay doesn't go out on the game, we play the Seahawks and the Saints. I'm hoping I don't reminisce the games from 18 to 19. Corey Jelk says, you think Wentz is our long-term answer? Look, this year is just a really bad year, and hopefully Carson Wentz is going to be our quarterback for 2020. Carson Wentz is going to be our quarterback in 2021. After 2021, if Carson Wentz still looks like the way he does right now, then something's got to have to get done because there's no way he could look like this more than 1 year. And honestly, it's not really just 1 year. This is the worst he's ever played. I mean, this is the worst. He's pretty much embarrassed himself at this point. But I say after 2021, we'll get to find out what's going on with this quarterback room and see what happens. Facts over fiction. What's going on? Locker room anonymous stories were true. Maniac Matt says, when defense takes away the first option, Carson struggles. This is due to not handling our hot route. Built is most of the time. My God, we have issues. Yeah, it's bad. There is no, like when Carson Wentz extended the play last week, and he went to the left side, and there was nobody in the flat. There was nobody There was no one on the left side of the field. It was so empty. All these receivers were all the way downfield. I don't get it's the play calling, man. It's these route combinations. It's what these routes they have these guys going on. It doesn't help Wentz at all because all he's going to do is lob it up or he's going to take the hit and lose the football. That's where it's just getting really bad. Kevin Vegas says definitely a disconnect between Wentz and Peterson. One of them has to go, and I believe that. I believe it's one of them. It's both of them, but I would rather get rid of if Doug doesn't want to give up play calling. I'd rather get rid of Doug, keep Carson, see what happens next year, and we take it from there. El Torio Del Salle says I love Wentz, but come on, those turnovers are killing us. Yeah, they're really killing us badly. Man, sorry for typos. You're good, bro. You're good, man. Factual fixture. Dougie has to practice with Carson on throwing the second and third reads. Richie Lair said Wentz plays much better as an underdog, and Steelers and Ravens he stepped, and when we were losing to the Giants, he played amazing. Hopefully against a 5-game stretch, he could play well. Hoping to God he does. Joe, but did Antonio Brown went to the Buccaneers? Yes, he did. 2-man routes. You're right. 2-man routes on that. I agree with that. Mini Matt, Joey, any idea how when we fix these play calls? He just has to. If he can't, dude, it's in your DNA. Like if you can't do matchups, you can't game plan with all these offensive assistants that he has. You know, with Marty and fucking Rich Sangrell and all these other guys that he has in his little fucking his little group that he has. Then I'm sorry to tell you. That's it. Like, if he can't do the job, there's no like, oh, I have to do better. I have to do better. Every game, it's the same shit. I have to do better. I have to be better. We're not executing. It's the same shit. Stop with the words. Start taking some fucking actions in your fucking words. Start taking some actions of what you're talking about because you ain't looking good right now. If you can't handle the job of handling the play calling, do not fucking do it. Hire somebody, hire some new blood outside this organization. Stop fucking promoting people. We're not making Deuce our fucking head coach, so don't even think about that either, okay? Leave the shit the way it is and fucking go get some new blood out fucking outside the organization. That's it. That's all I fucking want. That's all I want. Kevin says, if Roseman handles the upcoming draft, I'm boycotting. I don't want him to handle these draft picks. I really don't. Because I think we're gonna get some nice compensation. If we trade Zach Ertz, I think we get some good compensation. You never know what we can get, but we need to start figuring this shit out. This isn't good. BB Stuff says Carson Wentz is older, Mahomes, but Doug is acting like he is still a rookie. Yeah, and you know what? He hasn't play called, man. He's had a lot of good help from professionals like Frank Reich and John DiFilippo and all these other guys, and Mike Rowe even. I think there was a little bit of a clash between Mike Rowe and Doug Pearson at the time, too, because Mike Rowe, we thought Mike Rowe's play calling was bad, and it actually wasn't. And I guess we were just being too, I guess things were just looking too bad, I guess. I don't know. We had more explosive plays, that year. Last year we had, but, a good portion of the year was still really bad. We got embarrassed a couple times, so been pretty bad. Rishi said Frank Reich carried Doug. Yeah, he did, and John DiFilippo did too, because he did game planning for he did game planning against the defenses as well. Big says Rishi looks that way. Johnny Ferriola says, will Wentz be an Eagle after 2022? There might be a chance he might not be an Eagle after 2021, bro. The Eagles will keep him this year. The Eagles will definitely play him all year next year. And if he looks this bad next year, no way the Eagles are going to carry him anymore. I don't think so. I think 2021 is going to be like, that year's got to look fucking at least somewhat stellar, because to get paid this much money and to look like this is a fucking joke. Okay? Even a fucking joke. I've seen quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers and some other quarterbacks have handled different play calling from different offensive coordinators or guys that were calling plays. And they've adjusted. It's different, but they've adjusted. And Wentz just looks like he lost it all. Like I said, guys, after that injury in 2017, he hasn't looked the same. The guy barely has even touched the field, okay? 2018, he came back. He barely came back. He came back. He tried, he still had an injury. That wasn't two separate injuries. From 17 to 18, that wasn't two separate injuries. That was one injury, okay? And he came back still hurt. and he didn't care. And he came back and didn't even last. And Nick Foles came right back in. We got back to the playoffs. And I thought the Eagles could have won the Super Bowl again in 2018 immediately. Obviously, that Saints game kind of screwed everything up, and, Alshon Jeffrey, dropped that ball. I thought we were on a roll to get back at the Super Bowl because really all we had was the Rams, and they were fucking horrible. You saw that Super Bowl. And then you had the fucking Patriots in the Super Bowl again, and I think they could have actually did it again. But I think you lost Fletcher Cox and you lost Brandon Brooks for the rest of the year, so that kind of hurt right there. Carlos Reyes Garcia, when are we getting an OC? Not right now, we're not. The way shit's looking right now. Matt says it's like the old saying goes, actions speak louder than words. Doug, put the crack down and wake up. Alex Garcia says options on Dallas Goedert. Options? I mean, dude, that guy's our future, bro. Like, that guy's not going anywhere. Carlos Reyes says, would you want to see Hurts as starting QB? No. I need to see Carson Wentz play the rest of this year. You need to evaluate, bro. You got to evaluate. He needs to play this year, and he needs to play next year. And after next year, we're gonna see if he looks like this. If he looks like this by the 2022 season, if he looks like this at the end of 2021, I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna look good. We're gonna if he actually looks like this next year, I'm done with Carson Wentz. He could go because unfortunately, that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Kevin Bacon says we need a young and innovative mind in here with a veteran OC. Yes, we do. Yeah, man, I don't know why we put Goddard in the game when we were game planning with Rodgers because it wound up hurting us even more like that. What the fuck are you doing, Doug? It's like in Dallas, Goddard wasn't even ready to play. Like, he just came off an injury. Even during pregame, he was dropping balls. Like, he wasn't actually looking too freaking great out there either. And he only had one reception, and they still kept him on the field just to block. That's why they put J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in there sometimes. They just have him block. And it's like, why are you wasting a whole fucking position on the field for a guy to just a fucking block up field? It makes no sense. El Torre says, Ben DiNucci threw more yards than Wentz, played a bit better than Wentz, and is probably not starting for the Cowboys again. Yet Wentz still starting, so maybe it would be nice to let Jalen Hurts. I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to be the right decision to put Hurts in. I just don't think it's the right decision to do that. I obviously know. Obviously, you're saying, oh, well, Wentz is playing bad, so why not just put Hurts in? It's not as easy as it looks because you put Hurts in, it's going to fuck everything up. It's going to be controversy. It's going to start a whole fucking battle. And I understand. And I'm telling you right now, Hurts might not even be fucking ready to play at this point. Might not. We see him on the field, doing some RPOs, but, read options, but that's it. Like, I don't know how he's going to play on the field. I have no idea. But you can't do it to your franchise quarterback right now. Your franchise quarterback has to get evaluated. He has to play the rest of this year, and he has to play next year. Next year he has to play in 2021. And then after 2021, if he still looks like this, like he did this year, if Carson Wentz looks like this, if the Eagles get a new OC, okay, just say Doug leaves or just say Doug gives up play calling, either or. We get a really good OC. And Carson Wentz looks like this in 2021. Carson's got to go. Unfortunately. It's sad. But it's got to happen. For the better of this logo is all I care about. To get another Super Bowl, to get a second ring on our finger, it's all that matters right now. Sticky Fingers Reptile says, do you think my YouTube channel, All Business and Business, will blow up? I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Eltor's a play a quarter or two. I don't know if they would even do that, bro. I don't know if they'd even do that. Rocket Runner says, I'm tired of defending Wentz. Trust me, I'm far from defending him. Look, I give him props on games, and I fucking give it to him when he's playing like shit. I give it to him when he's playing like shit because I know he can play better. We said Travis Fulgham is better Alshon. He's got hands. Travis Fulgham is the player we've been looking for that should have been J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Should have been Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey, obviously, he's past his prime. He's just done, and that's just it. Take the loss. Take the contract loss. Every team does that. Every team always signs a bad contract. It's happened to a million teams every fucking year. Okay? Happens every single year. It's not it's not like, oh my God, it's a bad contract. What is Howie doing? This happens with a lot of players throughout the league. They have bad contracts. They have one good year or you know, and then they never fucking pan out after that because of injuries or whatnot, and that's it. That's what happens. Kevin Bacon, you called good money. Foles was about to do it again. Mo says we're going to draft another AB next draft. Carlton Robertson next year, we got some tougher opponents. I'm not even worried about next year right now. We're going to draft another QB next draft. Oh, God, please don't say that. Rishi Lair said we get rid of Wentz. If we get rid of Wentz in 2021, teams like the Vikings, Colts may snatch him. If he plays well somewhere else, there's something wrong with the coaching. Well, dude, if we get rid of Wentz, it's already because we have changes. The only way we're getting rid of Wentz is if we make changes and Wentz still plays the same way he's been playing. So if Wentz still plays like this while Doug is still calling plays, either one of them could fucking go at this point. Rock Run says Hurts throws look good. He's only thrown a couple times, bro. Like, he hasn't thrown that many times. Like, he's thrown some short passes. Like, that's it. All aboard the TF13 train. Kevin McHowie has to go. All those busted picks supposed to be our sneaky retool. The first move that has to get done is Howie Roseman has to get out of here. That's number one because he has the power of trades of this roster. It's more important than getting rid of Doug right now. It's more important of that, or letting Doug, or telling Doug, like, get rid of your play calling, otherwise you're done. Sticky Fears, sell reptiles and fish. I'm only 15, so hopefully I could turn this into a profit. YouTube is hopefully money I need to profit. Yeah, it takes a long time, bro. Doing a YouTube channel to progress, unless you blow up instantly, it takes a while. Mo said we need to make changes. We're playing like it's 217. Philly A says, what's good, man? Johnny says, do you think Miles Sanders is even every down back? I don't think so. I think he needs a thunder to his lightning, a bruiser back. I like him with a 1-2 punch. I wouldn't mind him as a feature back at all, but I do like a 1-2 punch. You saw him with Jordan Howard. I thought he was fantastic. I have no problem with a 1-2 punch behind him. Obviously, Elijah Holyfield's still on the roster. I don't know why they haven't brought him up yet, but you know, it is what it is. They're just, I don't know. Common sense is common sense. I mean, Jason Huntley, love the guy. Think he's gonna be a good player. You know, I think he is a good player. I just think he's in the wrong situation on a team right now. I think because he was with the Lions, he had a really good training camp with the Lions, and it kind of just didn't. You know, I just don't think we really need him, to be honest. Philly said, what did I miss so far? Pretty much everything. We're gonna be done with this soon. Richard, did you play football in high school? Yes, I did. I played football in high school, and I played in college for 2 years as well. So, Hitman 6 says, close to 10K, Joe. Keep grinding, doing your thing, putting out great content. Flagos Fly. Thanks, man. Much appreciated, bro. 38 people in here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Guys haven't checked the links down below to fully support, but you can check those as well. If you guys haven't, hit that like button before you leave today. It really does help push the content out there. Much appreciated from everybody and all the support. Brand Wyatt, what's up, man? You think Sanders will be back? I'm hoping he is. I'm hoping he's back. No bacon. I have a summer job which I use the money to get reptiles, fish, selling them more. Rocket Runner says, "What do you think about Jason Huntley? He ran hard 2 weeks ago. I just don't think there's no room for him unless it's kick return. Other than that, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't really think much about Jason Huntley. I just think there's no room for him here. We have too many speed backs, you know, between Miles Sanders, between Boston Scott. I mean, Jason Huntley is just like out there. I don't see any way for him to be here unless he's on special teams, and that's it. I still think we need a big back in that backfield. I don't know why Doug has strayed away from it. And it's funny because he strayed away from it ever since he took over play calling. He's in charge of the fucking roster. He decides who fucking plays or who he wants in his offense. So that's the issue I'm having, pretty much. Probably a good video to make on that, too, why he doesn't want a bruiser back. El Toro says, the thing is we know Wentz capable is playing better, but it's frustrating his bad habits turn into turnovers, but hopefully we can figure something out so we could do something end of the season. Hoping to God. Bacon says, 6, sticky, interesting. Hope it all goes well. Good luck. Matt says, smash that like button. Appreciate it. Philly A says, we need to see Jalen Hurts in the red zone more often. Sticky Figure says, thank you, Bacon. Bacon Grizzle says, no problem. Always good to see you on business. Rich Lair says, not going to lie, Sanders is getting injured a lot. Hopefully this isn't going to happen every season. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I thought he would get 1,000 yards. I had Miles Sanders getting 1,000 yards this season, but it is what it is. Had a lot of issues. Kevin said, what position you played, Shakes? Do you have the look of an outside linebacker? No, in high school I played left. I played since Pee-wee to like high school. I was on varsity in 8th grade, so I was already on varsity. I played varsity from 8th grade to 12th, so I was on varsity. I was a middle schooler playing on high school varsity very early. I was benching over 200 pounds by 8th grade, middle of 8th grade. I played left tackle. I played defensive end, and I played defensive tackle. And what happened was my coach actually switched me from defensive end to defensive tackle, and they liked my bull rush and my spin move so much and my swim move. I love doing that. I'm probably gonna do so. I have a lot of videotape of me, from high school on there. So yeah, I switched to a defensive tackle, and then I went to college and played defensive tackle at school, starting defensive tackle at school. So it was good. It was good. Eagle Slayer, what's up, Lane? Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, dude. Michael Rivera says, yo, I'm back. Yo, Alfonso Smith is back, bro. He's back. All right, guys. Well, an hour and 12 minutes. That's probably going to be it for me tonight, guys. Yeah, 200 pounds in 8. Yeah, I was benching 200 over 200 pounds in 8th grade. That's when I started getting over that, and then I was squatting about 450. I think by like 9th grade, I was squatting about 450. So yeah, I mean, if you saw pictures of me in high school, I was working out nonstop. I was running. I had like a 150-pound vest on. I was like hardcore train mode for a long time. Trust me. Football kept me out of trouble. I'll tell you that much. It did. That's the only thing that really kept me out of trouble was that. But yeah. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I was doing a quick stream tonight. Not many people showed up today, but hey, I'm glad that you guys gave me your input on everything that's going on. I didn't know a lot of Eagles YouTubers were streaming tonight. I had no idea because I haven't been looking on my thing. Usually, if a lot of people are streaming, I usually don't stream just because I don't want to ruin anybody's or have anybody coming in or whatever. People are doing other things as well. Every Eagles YouTuber is like streaming tonight. I was like, damn, I didn't realize it until I went on my subscription page. I was like, oh. I set up the stream and I saw all that, but hey, we will do this again. The bye week is still young right now, so we're gonna have more videos out. Obviously, it never stops. Let's see. Corey Fisher says, "Hey Joey, what's up? How do I become a part of the Shake Squad?" Well, if you haven't subscribe, dude. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. If you guys haven't, check out the Shake Squad Army memberships down below in the description below. That's where you'll find the memberships. You could be a Shake Squad soldier and go get your loyalty badges, your custom emojis down in the description. If you go down there and check that out, become a member. And that's it. So. Yeah. But I love all you guys. Support's been unreal. Guys been awesome. We'll have more stuff out tomorrow. It never stops. So, all right, guys. Well, you guys have a really good night. I will see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great night and a good day tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow probably. So, other than that, I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly will fly. Peace out, guys. Peace.